Here's the absolute fastest way to build your credit. Number one is get 1 to 3 different credit cards and just spend $10 on them each and every month and pay them off at the end of each month. Number two, always accept a credit increase. If one of these cards offers you the ability to increase your credit limit, always accept it. Number three, go to your bank and get a line of credit. Use about $10 from it each and every month and pay it off in full at the end of each month again. Number four, sign up for a credit building app that will build your credit each and every month. I personally use Koho. Number five, go to TransUnion and Equifax websites, download your credit report and make sure that everything is accurate. If it's not accurate, you need to file a dispute. Number six, once you have applied and got all of these forms of credit, put a credit lock on your account through TransUnion and Equifax so nobody can apply for credit in your name. Number seven, download the Credit Karma and Borrowwell apps on your phone. Sign up for notifications so you get any alerts to changes in your credit score.
So number one, 1 to 3 credit cards. I agree to an extent. Obviously, it depends on what the credit limit is. Some people have to apply for a secured credit card where you have to make a deposit. It could be $100 or $200. Basically, keep your balance below 30% every single month and you're golden. Always accepting credit increases, I totally agree. If you're consistent with your usage and you're below 30%, a lot of credit card companies over time will increase your limits for you. Pro to that is, of course, point gain in terms of your credit score because your level of responsibility increases because you went from being or having $1,000 of available credit to, let's just say hypothetically, $5,000 of available credit. Opening a line of credit, it's not a necessity. I don't agree with him on that. It's kind of like a credit card. If you have multiple credit cards that are aging and your payment history is ideal and your usage is below 30%, you're not really gonna need a line of credit. Credit building apps, I'm not a big fan of. One thing that's notorious that I see a lot is the self-reporting stuff with Experian. You're only improving your Experian score, and I would say maybe 70% of the time when I look at a credit report and I see an individual that has the self-reporting stuff, Experian is ironically their lowest score. Now, monitoring TransUnion and Equifax, he's missing one other bureau, that's Experian. So you want to be able to monitor all three. Credit lock, again, not a necessity. If you're constantly monitoring your credit, it's kind of like a credit card. You're going to get alerted if there's any kind of credit check, and especially if it wasn't you, you can do something about it like immediately. There's no need to lock your credit there unless you are, of course, a victim of identity fraud. Then at that point, you definitely want to lock the 3 credit bureaus so nobody has access to it. Lastly, he mentions Credit Karma. Credit Karma is fine. The only downside, again, is that you only have access to 2 credit bureaus, and their credit report isn't really a credit report, it's a summary. I like Smart Credit. A lot of my clients use Smart Credit. I use Smart Credit. They monitor all 3 credit bureaus. You have account details. You have a lot of pros like, extra layer of security in terms of fraud and all that good stuff.